Hello, my darlings. It's Wednesday, the 22nd of January, and we've just had another weather update, would you believe? So, without further ado, I'll open up my phone again and I'll read it to you. If it'll have let me get in, that is. The Met Office has issued a yellow and amber warnings ahead of Storm Eowyn. Eowyn. I keep wanting to call it Eowyn, but there's no Ruz in it. Anyway, Storm Eowyn is expected to bring very strong winds and widespread disruption on Friday, according to the Met Office. Forecasters predict injuries and danger to life from flying debris and large waves. Well, speaking as a resident of Yorkshire and on the moors, if I see any large waves coming over the moors directly for us, I think we can safely say that the United Kingdom is absolutely, absolutely, I can't swear, there may be children present. Anyway, meanwhile, a rare red warning has been issued by Ireland's weather service ahead of the arrival of Storm Eowyn, threatening to bring severe damaging and destructive gusts. The powerful storm is predicted to bring gale force southerly winds of up to 130 kilometres per hour. In old money, 80 miles per hour. Are you with me so far? Even higher gusts for a time, said Met Erin. That's the Irish, not the UK one, but the Irish Met Office. Ireland's weather forecasters have set a wind warning to status red, but counties in Clare, Cork, Kerry, and Limerick between 3 a.m. and 10 a.m. on Friday. So it's going to get mighty windy. Best bring washing in. Okay, got that? Oh, house keys. A red warning, this is the important bit, is only issued for rare and very dangerous weather conditions, according to the forecaster. A status of orange warning, which is the same level as amber in the UK, applies to all of Ireland's counties between 2 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Friday. Potential impacts include fallen trees, power outages, dangerous waves on the coast, structural damage, and travel disruption. Met Erin said it will start to become very stormy on Thursday night, just before the centre of Storm Eowyn tracks just off the northwest coast on Friday morning. This will be followed by a swathe of extremely strong and damaging winds extending across the country, bringing more disruption. Sky News weather producer Chris England, what a great name, said it is looking increasingly likely that Storm Eowyn will bring potentially damaging gusts of over 80 miles per hour for Ireland and parts of northern and western Britain, mainly the coast and the hills. Well, I'm northern and I'm in the hills. If you see me Saturday morning and I'm going past your window, don't forget to wave. Okay, that's important. Gusts of 60 miles an hour can be expected almost anywhere, so you better bring the washing in. A yellow warning for fog has been issued for Wednesday morning, covering Northern Ireland and large parts of England between Birmingham and Carlisle. Well, I can attest to that actually. My husband drove this morning to drop our eldest off at the train station and to go on to work, and it was a pea super out there. So, yay! Good for us. Let's see if there's any more. See what the BBC's got to say. 2 hours ago, and it's now 3 o'clock. So 1 o'clock. Amber severe war. I'll start that again. Amber severe weather warnings from the Met Office are being issued for Friday as Storm Eowyn brings severe gales. The strongest winds are likely around the Irish Sea coast, where gusts could be in excess of 145 kilometres per hour. In Old English money, that's 90 miles per hour. Got that? But gusts of 60 to 70 miles per hour, 97 to 113 kilometres per hour, are widely expected throughout the day, with a yellow weather warnings issued from Thursday. Oh boy, it gets better. Heavy rain and hill snow will also spread eastwards across the United Kingdom. Aren't we lucky? Boy, oh boy, it's a gift that keeps on giving. Storm Eowyn, pronounced, even in my dyslexic brain, I wouldn't have pronounced it like that. Eowyn. Sounds like a Eowyn. That's a really northern Yorkshire. Well, a very Yorkshire accent kicking off there. Eowyn. We'll go with that. And the fifth named storm of the season will undergo rapid development during Thursday as it moves across the Atlantic. It will be fueled by a very powerful jet stream, which is fast moving air in the atmosphere, where wind speeds are around 260 miles per hour. Wow, that's quick. 418 kilometers per hour. The exact track that Eowyn, I just can't. I'm going to start laughing in a minute. I mean, this is serious stuff and I should not be laughing. Like, naughty. The exact track that Eowyn takes as it approaches the UK and Ireland will determine where the strongest winds will be. It'll turn windy on Thursday, especially on the coasts of Wales, West Wales, and southern England, where there is a yellow Met Office wind warning in force from 07 GMT to 1800 GMT. However, it's important, this spell of strong winds, with gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour, 88 to 97 kilometers per hour, is not connected to Storm Eowyn. Ooh, the unnamed storm. The strong winds associated with Eowyn will start on Friday morning. Met Office amber severe weather warning covers Northern Ireland, Southern Scotland, Northern England, I'm in that bit, and North Wales. Sometimes I'm in that bit, but not today, or tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. Okay? From 0600 GMT to 2100 GMT on Friday. Wind gusts of 60 to 70 miles per hour, that's 97 to 113 kilometers per hour, fairly wildly inland, and 80 miles per hour to 90 miles per hour, that's 129 to 145 kilometers per hour, along more exposed coasts and hills. Boy, it's gonna get windy, especially where I am, on the side of a hill, in a valley. The Met Office suggests that we could even, perhaps see even higher gusts in a few locations. I will let you know. Elsewhere, yellow warnings have been issued for most of the UK on Friday and continuing across much of Scotland into Saturday. Across northern and western Scotland, parts of the Midlands and southern England, gusts of 50 to 65 miles per hour, that's 80 to 105 kilometres per hour, are expected, but around coastal area, gusts up to 80 miles per hour, that's 129 kilometres per hour, are likely. Met Office warnings could still be adjusted and possibly upgraded ahead of Friday. Oh boy, are we in at the races? These gales and severe gales are likely to bring travel disruption and some damage, which could include roof tiles being blown off and power cuts. Large waves are also expected with coastal overtopping. Blimey, we are in for a right time, aren't we, on Friday? Heavy rain is also expected where there is a yellow Met Office rain warning for West Wales and South West England. Well, we're going to miss the wet, but we're going to get the wind. From midnight to 0900 GMT Friday, so it's going to absolutely wang it down. While it will turn milder for some, especially in the south, it will remain cold enough for snow to fall over hills in Scotland and northern England. Well, that's us again. So, wow. With potentially 15 to 25 centimetres, that's 6 to 10 inches, of snow to fall over the highest ground, there is a separate yellow warning for snow from 3 in the morning, 0300 GMT, to 1200 on Friday, that's GMT. Okay? Storm Eowyn is likely to be an exceptional storm for the Republic of Ireland too. A red warning, the most severe, has been issued by Met Éireann for Clare, Cork, Kerry and Limerick on Friday with guests? No, they're not having guests, they're having gusts in excess of 80 miles per hour, that's 130 kilometres per hour. Elsewhere across the country, there is an amber weather warning also in force. The forecaster says that westerly, severe, damaging and destructive winds with gusts of 81 miles per hour, 130 kilometres per hour will be widely felt. Not wild, it will be wild. I'm saying it is going to be wild. It's be furious, man. Absolutely furious. Impacts will include, and this is important, fallen trees, structural damage, power cuts, and disruption with cancellation of transport services. On the west coast of Ireland, weather forecast models are even suggesting wind gusts of 100 to 120 miles per hour, 161 to 193 kilometres per hour throughout Friday. I think that translates into, it's going to be really windy. These wind speeds could be the strongest experienced here since Storm Debbie. I will refrain from saying Debbie does Dallas. No, naughty. In 1961, when gusts of 113 miles per hour, 182 kilometres per hour, was recorded at Malin Head. All right. So actually, that was a rather severe storm. And joking aside, and trying to give a little bit of light on this, even though it seems absolutely terrifying what we're going to be going into. I can honestly say to the citizens of the United Kingdom, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, it's going to be an incredibly one of those days. Let's call it Friday. So, in preparation, my darlings, if the lights should go out, it's very cute, isn't it? It looks like a little handbag. And you open it up, and there you have a little lantern. And it runs on AA batteries. And 2 of these on Amazon at the moment is £8.99 and £8 for a pack of batteries. And considering that we might lose the electricity and have to find our way around our houses in pretty much darkness, because let's face it, when you have a storm, it's not exactly, the sun isn't out and the light can be quite poor. And half of my house anyway is underground. I'm a little mole, aren't I? Yes. This room that I am in is basically I'm 6 foot under the rest of the house. The garden is above my head, going that away, and I have a solid bank of earth basically wrapped right around me, which is why I stay so snug and warm in the winter and quite nice and cool in the summer, due to the way that it's been built. Not only is this room completely reinforced all the way around, that's why we nicknamed it the bunker, because pretty much it is. And when we have storms, obviously we keep the food, the water, and camping supplies and everything in here and in the room next door, and also to that side of me is the utility room, which has got its own separate water source coming in. Isn't my husband a clever man? So he's designed this to keep us all safe. Isn't he a clever man? Yes, so these, right? £8.99 for 2 and £8 for a pack of batteries. I mean, to just so you've got a little bit of light, especially if you've got family at home with you, or whoever needs a lantern. So yeah, I've got 2 more on order, and a pack of batteries. We're collecting the children tomorrow from the train station in where are we going? Leeds. I think we're picking them up in Leeds. And one's coming all the way from Newcastle, and the other one's coming all the way from Cambridge. So they're not coming home because of the storm. They were just coming home for the weekend anyway. And it just so happens that they're coming on ahead of the storm. Let's hope that the storm doesn't go ahead of them. It might mean that they're not travelling at all. But the girls, wherever they are, I have trained them in the art of not panicking when things hit the fan. Yeah, easily said than done, but believe me, we've been in some places where storms, boy oh boy, if we think what we're going to go through now is a storm, we've been through some storms. Oh yes, and my husband is an old seafarer, and he has seen, he's been at sea when there's been a typhoon hitting. So that was fun. Yeah. And he always tells me about that particular story. And he says, yeah, I said, and after the storm, the most beautiful thing happened. They were out from the end. It was his turn for a break from the engine room, and he was up on the deck, if you like, right at the top of and they were on oil tankers, and there were some dolphins, and we were just playing. We were just skipping them by and doing what dolphins do, and it just, after the storm that they'd just been through, to see the dolphins going and like boing, 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 and doing all the swimming that they do, you know. I think they were probably saying so long and thanks for all the fish. If you get that reference, leave me a quote underneath, you know, a message just saying, yes, got that. Yeah, so long and thanks for all the fish. Yeah. So do bear in mind tomorrow and Friday is going to be a bit rough, very rough. So just make sure you got yourself some bottled water in case you lose power. Um, you know, the means to, you know, make a sandwich, because obviously if the power's out, the cooker won't be on, will it? And you certainly can't make any toast with your toaster or anything else for that matter. And leave your freezer doors alone, ladies and gents. The longer you leave that door shut, the more chance you've got of the stuff that's inside not completely going to mush. It just depends how long your power's out for. And good luck and Godspeed. And I truly hope that this weather report that was brought to you by the fairy, well, I tried to do it with a little bit of a sense of humour behind it, because let's face it, everybody needs to have a laugh now and again, especially in the face of so much adversity. So I hope I made you smile. I am not poking fun at the fact that this is quite a severe storm, and I do truly want you to listen to the weather reports and listen to what the Met Office have got to say, because if this gets as bad as I think it's going to get, we could very much be looking at a red warning for the entire United Kingdom, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. And these storms are not to be messed about in, and they're not to be foolhardy, right? Especially when lives could be lost. And I'm not just on about yours, but you potentially putting in danger the rescue people that would risk life and limb to come out and save your ass. You understand? Sometimes staying at home is best, and not going out and making a fool of yourself, if you know what I mean. And on that note, my darlings, hopefully I'll get done some reading if the weather's really bad, assuming I've got light from my lantern to do so. It's all fun, isn't it? I suppose I best give our Monty a shout and get him in. I don't see my cat flying past the window now, do we? No. Do take care though, my lovelies. Okay, and if I hear anything else, I'm quite sure I'll pop back on and I'll give you another update. Yeah? Take care. See you later. Bye bye.